The Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott still does not have a contract to play next year. He doesn't have a contract to play on next year. He has not signed a long-term deal. He does not have a long-term deal in place. Now, the Cowboys placed a franchise tag on him, so Dak Prescott cannot sign with another team. And if he decides to play on a franchise tag, he'll make around $33 million next year. But Dak also has not signed the franchise tag either. He's still holding out hope he's going to get a long-term contract. He has until July 15th to negotiate for that long-term deal. Now, I believe Dak is going to wait as long as it possibly takes, trying to get the deal he wants. I don't think in the end he's going to get the deal he wants. I think in the end he's going to end up signing the franchise tag. And you got to look at it from Dak's perspective. The Cowboys got way better this offseason. They got a new head coach on offense, Mike McCarthy. They got new receivers. They got new people in free agency and in the draft. The Cowboys offense got better this past offseason. And I believe Dak wants to play really well next year on the franchise tag, increase his value as a player, so he can get an even bigger contract worth more money next offseason. But here's a wild, wild possibility. This is crazy. I know many people are going to get very mad when I say what I'm about to say. Dak Prescott wants this massive, massive contract. What if the Dallas Cowboys decided, you know what? We're not going to offer you the franchise tag. We're going to pull that offer back. And we're going to make Dak Prescott a free agent tomorrow. Dak, you know what? Fine. Go sign with whatever team you want. First of all, why would you pay Dak Prescott $33 million when you have Andy Dalton for $3 to $7 million, and they're similar talents? I don't know. I get that Dak Prescott's younger. I guess you want to have a bigger plan for the future. Fair enough. But here's the reality of Dak Prescott. This is what makes people very angry. I ask you, what team other than the Dallas Cowboys would sign Dak Prescott to a long-term contract? What team is going to give him $33 million a year? The Jaguars? No, they have Gardner Minshew. They have a quarterback on a really cheap rookie contract. They wouldn't do that. The Patriots? No, they have a cheaper quarterback, Jarrett Stidham, they like. The Panthers got Teddy Bridgewater cheap. The Redskins have Dwayne Haskins and Alex Smith. There's not a single NFL team I can think of that and it even is out there, that wants to give Dak Prescott a massive contract. Who would do it? The reality is the Cowboys are Dak Prescott's only option if he wants a big long-term contract. And they've given him an offer and he doesn't want it. It's kind of crazy to me. I get it. He wants to increase his value. But right now his value isn't where he thinks it is. Now, Jerry Jones, the guy who owns and operates the Dallas Cowboys, is super into family. He treats his players, he's very sentimental with his players. He's got very close relationships. He likes to have them over to his house, yada, yada. He likes to have his guys. His players are his guys. He's loyal and he treats them well. So when push comes to shove, Jerry Jones is going to pay Dak Prescott. Jerry Jones' sentimentality is going to get in the way. And in the end, Dak Prescott's going to make a lot of money from the Dallas Cowboys. But again, I believe they're the only team that would be willing to give him a massive contract. Honestly, everything I see says, do not give Dak a big contract. Do not pay Dak Prescott a massive contract worth a lot of money long term, because it's going to cripple the Dallas Cowboys. Teams that give their quarterbacks massive contracts haven't won a Super Bowl. When Aaron Rodgers got his massive Super Bowl, when Aaron Rodgers got his massive contract, no Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford, no Super Bowl. Matt Ryan, no Super Bowl. When you pay a quarterback historically a massive contract, even Drew Brees, a quarterback I love, where's the Super Bowl? He had one years ago, but after signing the record-breaking deal, no Super Bowl for even Drew Brees. And that's Drew Brees. Would you put Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers in the same category as Dak Prescott? I would not. I think Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees can carry a team, but even Aaron Rodgers struggled to carry a team without help around him. When Aaron Rodgers won a lot of games last year, it's because he had a great team around him, good coaching, good players, and a good defense. And Dak Prescott isn't good enough to carry a team by himself. That makes people mad. I don't care. It's the reality of the situation. And if Dak Prescott was that good, he would have done it by now. It's just true. He's not good enough to carry a team by himself. And that's not the worst thing ever. It's not that shameful to say, yeah, I need a good receiver. I need a good offensive line. I need a good defense. I need good coaching. It's not that horrible to say Dak Prescott can win if he has help around him. But the truth is he needs help. And to do that, you need to be able to pay the people around Dak Prescott. So if you sign Dak Prescott to a massive contract, you are crippling the Dallas Cowboys. And here's something that drives me nuts. I hate when people say this. People say, Jared Goff got a huge contract. Jared Goff, the Rams quarterback, got a massive contract. That means Dak Prescott should too. I want you to ask yourself, was the Jared Goff contract actually a good move for the LA Rams? Was it a good move for their franchise? No. No, it was not. The Rams overpaid Jared Goff. It hurt their franchise. They paid Todd Gurley too much money. They paid Jared Goff too much money. People need to ask themselves, if you're a Cowboys fan, are you actually a Cowboys fan? Are you a Cowboys fan? Or are you actually a Dak Prescott fan? Because right now, they do not have the same interest in mind. A Cowboys fan would prefer that Dak Prescott sign the cheapest contract possible for as little money as possible. Now, here's the risk. If you don't give Dak Prescott a long-term contract, you risk losing him. If the Dak Prescott contract doesn't work out, if the Cowboys don't give him a long-term, gigantic contract and he leaves, you might not have a franchise quarterback for your future. So Jerry Jones, the owner and operator of the Dallas Cowboys, has two options here. Do you want to win a Super Bowl, or do you want to have the Cowboys brand be steady, healthy, and win a lot of games, but not a Super Bowl? Because signing Dak Prescott is a low-risk move. And I know I'm saying, I probably should just say Dak, his last name. People get mad when I say Dak Prescott. They're like, count how many times you say Dak Prescott. I don't care. When you sign Dak to a long-term contract, it's a low-risk move. Because what it ensures is that you're going to have a solid, stable starting quarterback for the next, 10 years. And that, totally agreed, right? I am not a Dak Prescott hater. He's a solid quarterback. If he's your starting quarterback, you're going to win a lot of games for the next 10 years. But if you give him that massive contract, you also cripple your team. You're probably not going to win a Super Bowl. If you overpay Dak Prescott, you're not going to win a ring. Does Jerry Jones want to win a ring? Or does he want to have a good brand and be like, yeah, we won a lot of games and we're a solid franchise. We're selling lots of t-shirts and have lots of goodwill. People like us, but we're never going to win the big game. I don't know. I think Jerry Jones wants to win a Super Bowl. He's got a ton of money. The Cowboys are a good brand. They have lots of fans. They're going to have lots of fans whether they win 3 games or 10. Honestly, I mean, that's just the truth. And if they pay Dak Prescott too much money, they're going to have a hard time affording good players to put around him. So I think Jerry Jones wants to win a Super Bowl before he dies. I'm not saying that's anytime soon. But if Jerry Jones has 20 years left, in the next 20 years, Jerry Jones wants to win a Super Bowl. And my fear is that he's likely going to let his sentimentality get in the way. He likes Dak Prescott. He's a Cowboys player. He's a Cowboys guy. I fear that Jerry Jones, who loves his players, loves to treat them like family. My fear is Jerry Jones is going to overpay Dak Prescott and cripple the Dallas Cowboys. The crippled Cowboys. That's sad. That's what I think will happen if you give Dak Prescott a massive contract.